Today I'm going to teach you how to play the number game. For this, all you need is a piece of paper and some markers or pens. The first thing you do is you write numbers on the paper. I always like to use a color pattern so that I can see the difference between my numbers. So I'm going to start my number game with number 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I can get one more in on my paper, which will take me to 10. So the numbers I'm going to use in this game are 1 up to 10. 1 is the smallest, and 10 is the greatest, or the biggest, the largest. Now I'm going to pick one of these numbers to be my secret number, and I'm not going to tell anybody. It's going to be a secret. Just keep it in my head. I'm going to ask someone in my family to guess which is my number. And I have a little song that, if you remember, you can sing the song when you ask the person to guess. The song goes like this: I'm thinking of a number. I know that you can guess. I'll tell you if it's more. I'll tell you if it's less. And when somebody guesses my number, if it's right, I will circle it. If it's wrong, I will cross it off and then keep playing until we know what the number is. So let's do a practice one. I have the secret number in my head, and I asked someone in my family, and they guessed 3. My number is not 3, so I'm going to exit off. And now I have to give them the clue: is it more or less than 3? My secret number is more than 3, so I'm going to keep the big numbers. And I'm going to cross off the small ones. So I'm crossing off 2, I'm crossing off number 1. So the leftover numbers are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next guess was 9. My number is not 9, so I'm going to cross off 9. And my number is less than 9, so I'm going to keep the smaller numbers and cross off the numbers more than 9. So I'm crossing off 10. So these are the leftovers: 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the next guess was 4. It's not 4, I cross it off. The next guess is 7. And that was my secret number, so I circle it. So my secret number was 7, right in the middle. Now that the game is over, we can play again, and this time we can switch jobs. So somebody new can write the number and pick the secret number, and somebody new can guess what the mystery number is. And in my first game, I just did numbers 1 to 10, but you could, instead of starting at 10, you could start at 11. And this is where it's really nice to have different colors, so it's easy to keep track. And if I start at 11, I could maybe get all the way up to 20 in this game. Depends how big my paper is or how large I write my numbers. Or if you want a challenge, you could count by tens. So you start with 10, and then the next number is 20, and then you go to 30, and you go to 40, and you may be able to get all the way up to 100. Again, depending on how big your paper is and how large your numbers are. So this is a game you can just keep playing over and over and over, and you can take turns having one person write the numbers and picking the secret number, and another person in your family guessing the numbers.